Strangest of sightings, space portals, and unexplainable phenomenon.
There's a new video this morning that some say may be proof we're not alone in the universe. A UFO.
Today, we'll take you through the CERN revelations that will leave you shaken to your core. So get ready to witness the ultimate truth of our vast universe.
A new Harvard study suggested that aliens may be secretly living here on Earth.
There's been a conspiracy theory going around that there's a chance that our world is a simulation.
There's a 1 in billions chance that this is based reality.
Although many don't believe it, recently, a bizarre clip was captured in the Chinese skies that left everyone questioning their beliefs. Apparently, a guy noticed that the sky in the near distance has started to crack up with beams of light coming out. He zoomed in to see that the nearby sky was completely fine, but that weird light kept shining. Not only one, many others witnessed the same thing. Even though the video was short, it seemed genuine. Skeptics said that it might be glowing drones flying together, while others thought it was a glitch in the sky. Since there's no more proof, no one knows for sure what this strange sky thing really is. Yet. Racing lights. Looks like the sky in this clip became the track for F1 racing. A guy looking out of his balcony found these lights racing through the sky. There weren't one or two, but countless lights that seemed to be materializing out of thin air and moving at an impressive speed. Locals were scared, thinking the sky had become the war ground for extraterrestrials. However, many netizens were doubtful, saying the clip could be artificially generated, as it wasn't possible for something like this to go unnoticed by the media. Lightning craft. The night sky over this residential area was lit with this bright light. As the guy recording the clip panned the camera towards the sky, there was a spinning saucer shape that seemed to be burning with that glow. The aircraft flashed a few times before disappearing completely. As it happened in the middle of the night, not many were able to witness it, but as the clip went viral online, people were scared of the potential dangers such sightings can cause. Nobody could tell for sure what the bright object was, leaving everyone puzzled over its origin. Disappearing beam. This giant thing appeared in the sky, throwing a bright beam downward. Looks like this thing was a saucer shape hanging in a tilted position and hiding among the clouds. It stayed there for a while before seemingly disappearing in the clouds. Could this object possibly be a UFO spying on us, or was this clip nothing more than a hoax? Recharging. The next clip on the list looks like it was taken from a sci-fi movie. Just have a look for yourself. A massive red-colored cloud was seemingly opened in the sky, with a streak of blue light coming out toward the ground. The clip naturally made rounds across the internet as everyone tried to figure out its origin. Some thought that scientists were experimenting with gateways to other realms, and this was the result of that experimentation, while others opted for a rather wild option, thinking this UFO was recharging itself using our planet. UFO on fire.
Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing flying in the sky?
A guy driving downtown in Charlotte, North Carolina noticed this weird thing soaring away and got out of the car to record it. It looked like this aircraft had either caught fire or was just using up a lot of its fuel. With no known background, you'd think it was a ship from another universe. Well, it might be, but as far as we know, alien ships are sly, try to hide, and don't have an apparent system of propulsion, not to mention this one firing up. So when netizens came across this clip, they were sure it couldn't have been a UFO. Some theories suggested it might have been a secret operation, but nothing was said for sure.
The sky.
Mysterious humanoid. If you think creatures from folklore are just myths, you better check out this footage. After hearing loud noises outside, a man went to investigate and discovered giant, shadowy, human-like figures lurking in the darkness behind his house. At first, he couldn't believe his eyes. It was only later that he identified the figure as a genderuwo, a mythical creature from Indonesian folklore known for its terrifying appearance and supernatural abilities. The man insists the footage is real and unmanipulated, ruling out any possibility of a hoax. Blinding glow. This clip recorded in the sky of Miami has left the internet looking for answers. In between the swirly clouds in the sky, a bright orb was present that grew in size at first, turning into a giant ball, and then suddenly shrinking into a tiny orb again. Like changing shape and size was nothing at all.
You need to get the boy!
Then it just started moving forward like a street lamp, only to convert again into a small light bulb. It's not easy to pull off something like this, and that too high up in the sky. And these maneuvers just proved that it wasn't a man-made craft. Black hole. You probably know the black holes in our galaxy. Well, it seems one of them decided to take a detour. A guy driving on a Switzerland highway near the CERN lab witnessed something out of this world. A massive black hole opens in the sky, a sight he had never seen before. The clip became a massive news online, as netizens were sure it was an alien portal used for traveling across different dimensions. Glowing aircraft. This strange glowing object was spotted zipping around the sky above Tepoztlan, Mexico. Shaped like a saucer and emitting bright lights, it looked like it wasn't its first rodeo. People who saw it were amazed, and even skeptics were puzzled by this one. The object seemed to be looking for somewhere to land, as it shot beams of light towards the ground. Internet folks thought it was definitely an alien ship. However, it seems absurd that these extraterrestrials would show up in ships, all glowing. Pouring light.
Did you see the little white light that was coming down?
A man out on a nighttime walk in Florida witnessed this strange sight. An insane, bright light seemed to be coming down from the dark night sky. It looked like a theater spotlight was on. The guy who witnessed the sight firsthand said that it just disappeared after a while. Here's another one where a very similar one to the previous was seen. In the clip, the cloud looked like the shape of a saucer, a typical alien space. And this one led people to believe it was an alien ship on the hunt for unsuspecting humans to abduct. Meteor strike. A guy was trying out his new body camera near a beach in Australia when his camera saw this bizarre sight in the sky. Suddenly, the sky turned insanely bright and an object was seen zipping through it. The object disappeared far beyond his sight, leaving behind a streak of bright light. The guy posted the clip online and started a spiral of speculations, where many believed it was a UFO in our airspace. However, the mystery was soon solved when an expert revealed that it was actually a meteor striking close to the beach, which probably landed in the ocean. Open portal. A group of hikers were enjoying their days when this unbelievable sight appeared in the sky. A saucer-shaped object seemed to be moving toward a circle, and as it approached, the object didn't come out the other side. The guys believed they had witnessed another dimensional transportation through a portal. They probably wouldn't have believed something like this if they had heard it. but seeing it with their own eyes, they had no idea what to do. If these otherworldly travelers are really in our airspace, we can only hope they're not up to anything evil. Spotlight. A guy's beach trip took a strange turn when he spotted this glow up in the sky. The clouds seemed to be parted, and the bright light descended onto the water's surface. The weather was cloudy with no signs of sun, which made the source of the bright light even more of a mystery. The guy thought it might be a portal that was open for the extraterrestrials to travel across realms. Internet folks seemed to support the theory, saying its origin was definitely otherworldly. Massive disk. A group's camping trip took a very strange turn when they saw this gigantic disk in the sky. About 100 meters wide, that thing was hard to miss. It just stood motionless in the sky like it was stuck there, with its body seemingly made of metal. It was pretty obvious that it was an aircraft, and that wasn't the only clip of the object. Someone else caught the same thing hanging in the sky from another angle. I guess it means it really was there. Could it really be an alien carrying saucer? Or was there a more sane explanation of the incident? Sky anomaly. Is it just me, or does this strange sight in the sky really look like a witch's hat? Recorded in the evening sky, the clip stumped everyone. Some thought it was a special kind of cloud, while others thought it was a rare sky phenomenon. Some even said that there was a UFO in the sky disguised as that weird-shaped cloud. There have been reports of saucer-shaped clouds that people think are actually related to aliens. Do you think this was a disguised UFO? Let me know down in the comments. Green streaks. Locals in Faisalabad, Pakistan were treated to a very strange sight. The sky above was streaked green like someone had left giant swirls up there. The sky became the canvas for an abstract painting. Before you give some weird reason, let me just tell you that the green streaks are actually threads released in the sky after a blast in the nearby fabric factory. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, just threads in the sky. Mexican UAP. Earlier this month, this object was captured in the sky above Mexico. Looking like a dome shape from a distance, it was glowing with purple lights. The guy recording the clip noticed that it wasn't moving at all. Suddenly, its lights started dimming and it disappeared without a trace. Theories have said that it was either a UFO or some kind of spying aerial object, but nobody knows the truth behind it, leaving it an unsolved mystery. Bright fireball. A couple weeks ago, this unexpected sight was witnessed in the skies of Venezuela and left the locals scared of an otherworldly invasion. A bright orb-like object was seen soaring through the skies. Many locals came forward claiming they had seen the same thing, proving that it was the real deal. And everyone seemed to have seen a different color. Green, bright white that later turned orange, and the last person to see the object recorded it disappear into the sky, like it had never been there to begin with. Approaching orbs.
Caralho, que porra é essa, maluco?
Take a look at what Brazilian locals saw in the sky at night. A guy recorded this footage of 4 glowing orbs approaching from a distance. Having no clue what it was, he posted the clip on the internet and asked the netizens to identify it. While everyone thought it was a UFO fleet making its presence known, skeptics suggested it could be a military operation taking place at night. But when no one confirmed the claim, it became an unsolved mystery. Lightning UFO. This clip has been going around online, and no one's sure what's happening. Apparently, a giant saucer-shaped object was captured hovering over a remote region. The guy accidentally came across this site and managed to record it. The saucer seemed to be throwing out a beam of light onto the ground below. Folks on the internet believe that this was the truth behind the mysterious crop circles. These extraterrestrial aircrafts descend and leave behind those symbols. Maybe it's their way of communicating with us. What's your take on this? Do let me know down in the comments. Laser UFO. These green laser objects appeared in the sky late at night. A guy noticed these moving around like they wanted to take over, and it seemed to be shooting shapes similar to its own on the ground below. As the clip reached the internet, folks went wild, with some saying it was a modified UFO using lasers to distract locals, as its extraterrestrial travelers went down for business. However, others doubted the craft, saying it was probably a drone with a bunch of lasers attached to it. If you have any guesses, you know what to do. Drop them down below. Orange plume. Forget UFOs, there's a whole lot of other stuff going on in our skies, like this giant, fiery orange plume that hung out over a town in England, looking like a scene from a sci-fi movie, a bright splash of color against the calm blue sky. People were buzzing with rumors of crashes and alien invasions. And when locals started panicking, the truth finally came out, and the culprit turned out to be a much less exciting gas leak from a nearby factory. It's crazy how everyday events can turn into extraordinary sightings on the internet. Bizarre cloud. Skygazing is my personal favorite hobby. But what if you look up and see something like this staring back at you? A guy found this and was scared for a moment, and understandably so. I mean, it's not every day that the sky features such massive, weird-looking clouds. It kind of looks like it's a face looking downward. While many thought it was probably just a naturally formed cloud, others suggested the cloud might be something far from it, like a poorly camouflaged UFO. Mysterious light patterns. The residents of New York witnessed a very bizarre sight when the entire horizon turned bright blue. Along with a massive explosion of light, the sky was also adorned with a number of small, orange-colored orbs. Locals were concerned about what caused the weird light. Could it be a UFO or an extraterrestrial object? Even netizens were stumped, saying aliens wouldn't be foolish enough to go out and about like this. Some folks believed it was probably an explosion at a plant, but nothing was said for sure. Weird light. A couple of years back, people visiting the Engkol beach in Jakarta, Indonesia, were enjoying their night beach time trip when a weird sight appeared in the sky. It looked like a wave of bright light moving across the sky. Nobody seemed to notice at first, but when the wave continuously changed its shape, people noticed it and were scared as to why it was in the sky. It stayed there for a while and then disappeared like it had never been there, almost like our sky has become a stage for all these strange events. Dark cloud ring. Visitors to Disneyland saw more than they had bargained for when this odd-looking smoke cloud appeared in the sky. The dark ring was pretty visible against the night sky. Everyone was concerned about what it was and started recording the unusual sight. As netizens saw the clip, they said that it was probably a cloud, as they're usually formed around mountains. But for a cloud this dark to appear at night made everyone quite suspicious. Real or not, the sight sure made the visit less fun for everyone. Sky glitch. When a bunch of people claimed to have witnessed a bizarre glitch in the sky, the internet folks asked for advice, and then this clip emerged. Apparently, these strange black dots were seen hovering in the sky, with a large black body among them. They seemed to be blinking in and out of focus like they didn't want to be seen. Although many people dismissed the clip, saying it was probably something on the camera lens or just a camera glitch, some people still believed that it was real. What's your take on this? Flashing orb. Being the hotspot for mysterious sights and bizarre extraterrestrial activity, Peruvian skies always have something new up their sleeve. Like this sight recorded by a visitor in Lima, where a small, shiny orb was seen flashing, shooting a beam of light. It suddenly stopped and turned red, then blue again, and in a blink of an eye, its shape changed, going from a small orb to a bigger circle. The clip started a bunch of speculation, with locals saying that it was yet another visit by otherworldly beings. Some folks were skeptical, suggesting a flashy drone performing tricks. Skyplay. This dramatic vision was recorded in the sky, where people were shocked to see an angel-like figure with a couple other stuff hanging around in the sky. You could easily make out the angel wings. And before you think it was a hoax or something, see how everyone around was seeing the same thing and recording the footage. I think it looks like a chapel ceiling painting coming to life in the sky. Multicolor glow.
There's an image atop the lights. Is this a trick of the light? Jesus? An angel? A cross?
Something truly strange happened during the tribute ceremony to the 9/11 victims in 2016. Two powerful beams of light soared into the sky, and this image appeared above the lights, becoming a worldwide sensation. People had different opinions about the image. Some said it was just a cloud formation, while others thought it was indeed the apparition of an angel. Whether it was real or not, the image in the tribute light was a divine entity blessing the souls of the deceased.
When I lodged it and I kept enlarging, I said, wow, this is amazing.
Sky sign. On a bad weather day, as the sky got covered with angry dark clouds, an unexpected sight emerged, leaving onlookers terrified. Within the black clouds, a massive structure appeared. It looked like it was some sort of symbol, a plus sign enclosed in a circle. The sight's pretty scary, like it was right out of a horror movie. Giant in the sky. A normal day in Shenyang, China took a very scary turn when this mysterious, bright, giant figure appeared on the skyline. All the passers-by stood there to get a good look at the figure. Some said these were light pillars made due to the weather conditions. However, some more superstitious folks thought that the giant was an evil entity, and its appearance was bound to bring bad luck. Although the origin of the figure wasn't confirmed, nothing else out of the ordinary has happened, leaving it a puzzling sight. Circling fleet. Remember the racing lights in the sky? Well, that wasn't all. Here's a similar one where a whole bunch of lights were seen moving in a circle. You might have seen different kinds of UFOs, but nothing like that's ever been recorded. The way these lights maneuvered so rapidly made it look like they were in the middle of a mission. And the fact that it was seen over a residential area in India only made it all the more suspicious. Alien origin, secret government project, or a hoax? What do you think of this clip? Let me know in the comments. Soaring Orb.
Okay, look at that, y'all.
You know how clouds in our sky can take up different shapes? Looks like this one decided to become a triangle. But it wasn't just the unusual shape of the cloud. If you look closely, a small, shiny orb also passed by the cloud. The clip sparked speculations of a disguised cloud. Netizens thought that the cloud was there to help the UFO travel unidentified, but it looks like this one wasn't prepared for the job. Some people even said that the cloud was just a spectacle of nature. However, they couldn't explain the moving orb.
Anything regular about that?
Underwater glow.
What's up, bro? What's up?
A casual nighttime stroll along the beach took a bizarre turn when a group of onlookers witnessed this giant spot underwater glowing a bright green, and everyone's attention was on it. No one could explain the pulsing light beneath the water's surface. Speculation ran wild as onlookers tried to figure it out. Someone suggested bioluminescence, but the isolated nature of the glow made this theory questionable. Some even entertained the idea of an underwater alien base. However, without concrete evidence, the site remained an unsolved aquatic enigma. Here's another similar sight recorded a couple of months back in Rio de Janeiro, where oil platform workers saw a bright spot lit in the middle of the sea. The spot looked massive, with no sources nearby. Again, the underwater alien base theory was presented, and with all of these sightings, I don't think it can be dismissed.
Que luz é aquela dele? Vai doer.
Burning red.
これすごいよこの光。
Have a look at this bizarre burning red object hanging in the sky. A guy spotted it on his way back home from work and was shocked to see the weird thing. As he was unable to explain it, he posted the clip online and let the internet be the judge. Some said it looked like an aircraft had an unfortunate accident, while others thought of a more sane explanation, saying it was just a descending weather balloon. If you've got any ideas of what it could be, go ahead and leave them down below.
何ですかこれ？太陽か？
Descending dark. This scary, dark thing appeared over a field, and then came down from the cloud in a flurry of black smoke. Lots of people had gathered around to see it. Some said it was a space debris, but others said it was something evil. Nobody knows the truth. Later, the truth did come out when someone revealed that it was a burned-out rocket. The clip was recorded when the locals in Thailand were celebrating the Rocket Festival. Here, you can see another one blowing up in the back. Although the festival is celebrated to bring upon rain for the crops, this clip unexpectedly became a mystery. Moving light. Every now and then, a weird sight shows up in the sky and leaves everyone scratching their heads. And recently, this clip has been making the rounds. Behind the clouds, it looked like there was some bizarre light making awkward moves. On the right side, there was the sun, but the strange streak of light, looking very similar to the sun, seemed out of place. The clip was obviously suspicious and led to many people thinking it was an alien ship, signaling the transporting portal to open up, while skeptics straight up dismissed it as a hoax, leaving its origin unclear. Portuguese Meteor. A girl was filming herself when her camera unexpectedly captured something amazing. A super bright light zoomed across the sky. It was blue with a red tail. Locals all over Spain and Portugal saw it too and were concerned about what it was. Turns out it was a tiny piece of a comet going super fast. The girl's video became famous. Some people even said she was lucky and special, like in a movie. The comet made headlines, and here's even another view of the same comet. It's amazing to see how most incredible footage come out of the most unexpected moments. Color-changing light. Locals in Ukraine were stunned on a seemingly ordinary weeknight when the sky suddenly turned red. Moments later, a blue light shot up from the ground, forming a tower-like shape in the sky. This bizarre phenomenon left onlookers terrified, fearing potential dangers. Speculations ran wild, with some suggesting it was a portal for communication between our world and another realm, while others believed it might be a secret government project. Despite the numerous theories, the sighting remained a mystery, as there were no other reports or evidence to verify the clip. Starship Fleet. This clip, recorded back in 2016 in Iraq, has been resurfacing online, and people think it's proof of Iraq's communication with extraterrestrials. A group of 7 brightly lit objects were seen moving together through the air, moving at a low pace. It looked like they were analyzing the grounds below. Now, netizens are trying to figure out why these spaceships were there and what they could have wanted. No one's been able to tell what the purpose was, leaving just another unsolved mystery. Flying octopus. The last thing anyone would expect to see in the sky would probably be a marine animal, but here we are. The clip you see on the screen was recorded by a local when he saw a bizarre tentacle thing flying in the sky. As the camera recorded, its long, flailing limbs came into view. It seemed to be propelling its body forward through the air. Was this a creature of our own world, or did this one migrate from another dimension? Let me know what you think.
It's just floating.
Bizarre sky apparition.
In spiritual alien situation we got going here.
A massive cloud that looks like this is bound to leave you questioning the patterns of the universe. Emerging out of nowhere on an otherwise clear sky, this cloud looks like the devil's very own creation, weirdly elongated with a glow in the center. And do you think there's a face in there? Onlookers had a lot of questions regarding what could have made this cloud, as there's always a reason behind strange-looking clouds. But it seems like this was like this just to confuse us. Takeoff. When this massive white ship on a river suddenly took off, onlookers were left shocked, fearing that it was an otherworldly object. But as far as we know, UFOs typically don't have a propulsion system, and this one clearly had a strong one. Many locals thought that the military might be trying out some new aircrafts. A craft like this will definitely cause more of a UFO fear than anything else. Now it's time for today's open discussion. This clip has been taking over the internet, and netizens think it's a gateway to the multiverse. Recorded over the skies of Spain, a massive orange light was seen by many. With lightning going on in the background, it surely made for a scary sight. The most famous theory on the internet regarding the clip says that this glow was produced due to a laboratory experiment going on in a CERN laboratory. People believe that, being a member, Spain is also taking part in CERN's nuclear research, and here they've opened up this alleged portal that may lead to other universes. However, with no official confirmation, the clip stands on mysterious grounds. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.